Hi, I'm Carl Conrad and welcome to the weekly edition of Australian Immigration News. This channel is proudly brought to you by Australian Immigration Law Services, the company I founded over 25 years ago right here in the heart of Sydney. Will Claire O'Neill and Andrew Giles be steering the Australian immigration policy until next year's election? The odds are looking high that they will not be when Labor Party convenes its cabinet reshuffle to be announced on Sunday. Usually I would wait to release this news edition on Sunday, but since I'll be on the Gold Coast for a week of holiday starting on Saturday, I won't get to add more footage in time. By the time you watch this, we will probably know the outcome. The Skills and Training Minister has already announced his retirement. From a migration perspective, he has not done anything to fix the TRA debacle of delays in the Job Ready program for tradies. And whoever gets the Skills and Training Ministry, please fix these problems so we can at least keep the talented tradies already working hard for the economy. And regards to Giles and O'Neill, the Sydney Morning Herald article says it all. Cabinet rearrangements allow the Prime Minister to move ministers, potentially including Immigration Minister Andrew Giles and Home Affairs Minister Claire O'Neill, who have been under pressure over the government's response to the High Court's contentious NZYQ ruling that freed asylum seekers from indefinite detention, and promote energetic new ministers who could include New South Wales Senators Tim Ayres and Jenny McAllister. I'm not sure these two ministers could be described as unenergetic, but certainly it would be nice to have fresh faces who understand the importance of treating people justly and fairly. I am sure the capped 476 visa applicants and those 36 and over who were looking to apply for their graduate visas would agree with me. Does it mean though that any new minister would revisit these terrible decisions? Sadly, I would not get your hopes up. The Northern Territory, having received its nomination allocations for the 190 and 491 visas, has now opened its doors for business. The requirements seem to be the same as last year, which is a good thing because it gives consistency to their program. Special consideration has also been given to international students who study in the Northern Territory and cannot be granted the 485 visa due to the age cap. Under the Northern Territory graduates requirements for the 190 and 491 visas, it states one of the following requirements being lived in the Northern Territory for a period of at least 6 continuous months immediately after the date of completion of your last qualification, whilst holding a subclass 485 temporary graduate visa or bridging visa associated with the subclass 485 application. Note, this requirement does not apply for graduates who have completed all their Australian studies in the Northern Territory and are unable to qualify for the temporary graduate subclass 485 visa only due to age limit. This is a considerable concession for those who are unable to get the graduate visa because of the age limit. The normal 6 months continuous residency requirement after the date of completion seems to have been waived. We hope this is an example that all states and territories can take notice of. Interestingly, the Northern Territory said they have received their nomination allocations, but they did not tell us exactly what they were and what proportion is going to the 190 and 491 visas. Tasmania has opened up this week as well. They have also released their program allocations with 2,100 places going to the 190 visa and 760 places for the 491 visa. For those who have lodged their nomination applications but have not received an outcome, Migration Tasmania will continue to process your application against the requirements in place when you lodged it. South Australia has confirmed 3,800 nomination places, with 3,000 going to the 190 visa and the remaining 800 going to the 491 visa. Their program has yet to be opened, including any details of the nomination process. And talking about numbers, it's interesting to look at this table in the department's recent administration booklet. Unfortunately, we only have figures until the 31st of March this year, but it does give us a picture of what's been going on. For the employer-sponsored visa category, we still see strong application figures from 21 to 22, despite the pandemic, and the higher again in 22-23. This last financial year looks like it's going to be a similar figure to the previous one. For the skilled independent 189 visa, of course, it's a completely different story. During the pandemic, it fell to 7,512, then skyrocketed to nearly 50,000 because of the mass invitations that were going out. Then due to the restrictions last financial year, it dropped off the cliff to about 9,000 until the end of March. The state and territory nominated 491 and 190 visas tell a similar picture. A huge increase during the giveaways of the 22-23 financial year, and then another drop off the cliff due to the restrictions for the last financial year. Hopefully we will soon receive the figures for the number of applications still on hand as of the end of June for these three important skilled migration categories so we can see if there are any serious backlogs. Now next week I have prepared a non-news video to fill in the gap while I'm away. It's going to be about the 482 visa to the ENS 186 visa via the TRT stream. All of those who are on a 482 visa will know exactly what I'm talking about. Our usual news schedule will resume the Saturday after. Remember, if you need help, we are always here. You can book a consultation by going to our webpage, or if you're in a hurry, just pick up the phone. As always, take care out there, and I'll see you next time. So bye for now.